We're so glad you're spending time with us today. Your support is always appreciated. We're so glad you're spending time with us today. Your support is always appreciated here at CSL. Remember, there's several ways to give. As you watch today's service, you can click on the donate button right here on Facebook or donate at our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL, where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find details on our website, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL Center for Spiritual Living. It's our brand new app available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, and that's Florida. Make sure you say hello to everyone today in the comments section and let us know your thoughts. We're so glad you're here. Enjoy the celebration.
Come on, Reflections.
Good morning, CSL.
Good morning. We're going to start our service as we do each and every Sunday with Spirit is in this place, so let's all stand up and sing joyfully. Yes. Ow. Welcome, y'all. We have come together as a family. We have come here as we are. Sing it out, sing it out, sing it out now. We have come with arms wide open. We have gathered here in love.
Here we go.
Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise the room and shout some praise. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Come on, y'all. Raise the room and shout some praise. Spirit is in this place. Raise the room and shout some praise. Spirit is in this place.
That's right, that's right. Give it up. Keep it going. That's right. Let's clap some more. Woohoo! Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Fort Lauderdale. I am Reverend Tina Miggs, and I am grateful and honored to be here to welcome you and for just to be so excited at what a wonderful service we have. Installing new practitioners, we're expanding the consciousness of this community through their service. It's a beautiful time. So thank you for joining us here in person or online. And just a reminder, if you can't be in the room with us, there are 3 ways that you can join our spiritual community. They are Facebook, YouTube, and via our website at cslftl.org by selecting the live stream tab. So if you're a first-time guest, we are so glad that you're here, and we have a gift for you. They are these beautiful mala beads. So if you haven't had a chance to fill out the visitor card, please stop by guest services to complete one. Let us know how you found us. You give us your name and your email address, and we gift you with these beautiful mala beads, and you can use them during your meditation practice, so you can wear them. They are yours to use as you choose. So if you're watching us online for the first time, let us know in the comment section. Or visit our website Contact Us tab and complete the inquiry form. While you're there, please take a tour of our website to learn about us. If you sign up for our e-newsletter, you'll be in the know for all of our upcoming classes and events. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or download our app, listed as Center for Spiritual Living, FL, which stands for Fort Lauderdale. We'd love if you'd reshare our posts or app with your followers and friends. So here at CSL, we have an intention statement that says who we are and how we want to be present in the world. So please join me if you can. We ask that you stand and we say it all together. And then afterward, please greet your neighbor with a hello, a handshake, or a namaste. So CSL Fort Lauderdale, who are we? We are a loving and diverse spiritual community dedicated to personal growth, healing, and service.
For every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. And I believe that somewhere in the darkest night, a candle glows. I believe for everyone that goes astray, someone will come to show the way. I believe, yes, I believe. I believe above the storm, the smallest prayer will still be heard. I believe that someone in the great somewhere hears every word. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know I believe. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know I believe. That's what we do.
That's what we do. Y'all, that's Antonio Edwards. Please give him some more love. Reflections, y'all are just amazing. I always say this, we have the best music team in the world. And if you did not know, now you know, y'all. So give them some more love. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this very special Sunday. I don't know how God orchestrated it, but it's the perfect orchestration of the new practitioners who we're celebrating, practitioners coming here who want to serve. We also have an incredible brunch where we'll be able to hear this incredible music team this afternoon. So celebrating a special Sunday. I'm going to ask all of our newly graduated practitioners to stand up so we can love you up this morning. Thank you. Yes. If you don't know me, I'm Reverend Skip Jennings. I'm the senior minister here at CSL, and I'm grateful to be up here. And you're going to hear a lot about what a practitioner is today, because to me, practitioners are those who have said yes to God. They've said yes to a life of prayer, of healing, of holding space. I always say this, if you don't know how to get through something, see a practitioner, because they've been through something. And now they're here to share their gifts and their life with us. They're the healing hands of a community. And there are many practitioners out here. In fact, when I was in practitioner training, I always heard from my teacher that a practitioner is one who practices. So if you practice meditation, you are a practitioner. If you practice yoga, you are a yogi practitioner. But those who go through the licensing, that's something else. They can tell you right here. That is nothing to be laughed at. That is someone who takes this walk with so much reverence and sacredness. So that's what we're celebrating today. And I'm grateful and I welcome you into this space. So I know we have some new people here for the very first time. If this is your first Sunday here with us in CSL, I want you to stand up so we can love you up. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Welcome to CSL. As Reverend Tina says, we have some mala beads for you. And if anyone knows me, I have a mala bead addiction. I have over 60 mala beads in my collection. I love them. Not just to wear, but there are prayer beads where there are normally 108 mala beads on a prayer bead, and you can say your prayer 108 times. By that time, you've gone through your meditation. Mala beads are a sacred way we connect with the divine. So get your mala beads. But before you do that, I want to give you a little welcome from my heart. So those who have been here before, I want you to repeat after me to our new visitors. Welcome to CSL. We know who you are. You are the divine emanation of love. You are blessed and a blessing. We love you. We thank God for you. Welcome to CSL. We welcome you. We welcome you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And make sure you check out our website. Make sure you get all the information of all the wonderful things we do here in this beloved community. So we have one practitioner that's coming up to represent the practitioner corps. And when this person comes up, know that her heart is so much love for this community. This practitioner will come up and give us our invocation first, and then our sacred reading for today. This is my friend and our ministry assistant, Fran Winslow. Come on up. That's what happens when two practitioners get together.
The
Speed.
power.
It speeds.
The
Speeds.
power. Feel the power, people. As Reverend Skip said, my name is Fran Winslow, and it is such an honor to start us out or lead us in prayer this morning. So let's go within. Let's take a breath in together. Just feeling this moment, being in this moment, at this sacred time, in this sacred place, knowing that there is just one power, one presence, one love, one light, one beautiful essence weaving itself through and around each and every one of us. that beautiful essence that I choose today to call spirit, but I know in my heart as love. And to recognize that love that flows within each and every single one of us. For we are blessed and are truly a blessing. I extend a special blessing today upon all the hearts and hands that have come into alignment today for this service, for all of our sacred service volunteers, all the many prayers that have been said before us that are met with prayers of today. I bestow a special blessing upon our newly minted practitioners, that they share their gifts of love and light, not just throughout our community, but throughout all the lives that they touch. And so I just know that this time together is fruitful and filled with love. And so it is. Amen. So today's reading comes from the book, The Energy Codes by Sue Morter, and it's entitled Breath of Spirit. Breath is spirit. Breath is life. Breath is you. When the breath is gone, spirit, life, and you have left the body, and life experience as we know it on the physical plane is over. But this isn't a one-way street. We can actually infuse more life, more of us into this plane right now while we're here. We can bring more of the spirit, the soulful self, into our body. For this, we must use the breath. We breathe more into our true self, into our energy field and the physical body, and get energy flowing so that we can fully embody the life that we came here to live. Focusing the mind on an area of the body and breathing into it at the same time allows us to awaken and be in that space and to begin living from there. The chakras are integral to the energy flow and the interface with the breath to create transformation in the body and life. This is how we most quickly build the presence of the soulful self, and we manifest meaningful changes. Remember, when energy isn't flowing into the body, it's not flowing into your life, and so it is.
Hello again. Okay. So we have many activities here at CSL, so I'm just here to be a personal highlighter for you. But for more information on registration, please go to cslftl.org or the CSL app. We have licensed spiritual practitioners available for prayer in the sanctuary immediately after the service. Would all the practitioners please stand up? If you would like prayer, please see one of these practitioners wearing a purple stole. You can also call the prayer line at 954-990-5625 or receive a prayer from the app by clicking on the prayer button. Also, there is a prayer request box in the lobby. Simply fill out a card and place it in the box. Please don't leave with anything heavy on your heart. Receive a prayer from a practitioner today. Our youth center meets every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Our wonderful team shares the same themes that we teach here during our service. So feel free to swing by before or after service to learn more. You are invited to join us for flow, meditation, and yoga every Wednesday and Friday at 12 noon here in the sanctuary, led by our beloved Rev Skip. Please join us for a fun afternoon with author and performer Christina M. Gilbert on Saturday, September 9th from 1 to 3 p.m. Christina will read from her children's book, I Am Love, I Am Lights. There will be songs and crafts for the kids for this beautiful family event. A love offering of $10 is suggested. please join us and CSL member and businessman Kirby Monestein, along with Fran Winslow, for a new and exciting class, The Spiritual Entrepreneur. And here's a video just to show you a little bit more about that.
Hi, I'm Kirby Monestein,
And I'm Fran Winslow.
and we're here to talk to you about The Spiritual Entrepreneur. The Spiritual Entrepreneur is a course that Fran and I will be co-teaching beginning in September. In this course, we will talk to you about how to consciously create your business plan or an idea that you've wanted to manifest. During the course, some of our objectives will be to touch on how to identify your why, again, how to build a business plan, how to identify your target audience, and how to market and brand yourself. Fran, would you like to talk to everyone about the course dates and times?
Absolutely. The course begins on Wednesday, September 6th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. It goes for 4 weeks. The cost is $99 and it's offered both in person and on Zoom.
Amazing. So we look forward to seeing you all there. And remember, this course is for everyone. If you have an idea that you're looking to manifest, or if you want to build a new business, or even expand on your existing business, you can do that in this course with us. We look forward to seeing all of you.
So there is still time to purchase your tickets for today's Sunday brunch, Lift Your Voice and Sing, following the service. We will come together and enjoy delicious food and music from the incomparable Antonia Edwards, Maylene Soulful, the Reflections Band, which are our beloved Hal, Beto, and Alberto. So please visit the guest services to buy your ticket and join us today. Please note that the Wisdom Circle is not meeting today because of the Sunday brunch, so we can all be together in celebration in music. So lastly, CSL, please remember to visit our book stand, where you can purchase the book of the month and other publications for your spiritual growth. Grab a t-shirt or two, and proceeds help to support our CSL community. Thank you.
There's a hero. If you look inside your heart, you don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer. If you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you know will melt away. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. It's a long road when you face the world alone. No one reaches out a hand for you to hold. You can find love if you search within yourself, and the emptiness you felt will disappear. And then a hero comes along
Yes, indeed. Wow. What a beautiful song, and how apropos is that for today, because we have heroes that live within us. We're all heroes, and we are all practitioners in our own way, in our own life. And so I get to do something that I love. And some of y'all know, some of y'all follow me on my podcast, Voices of Unity with Faith Rivera and Chad Bradford. One of my greatest joys I do is I get to interview people, and I get to get into their life. And this year we decided to kind of shift what we're doing. We're doing something called Soulful Sundays with Rev Skip. And I get to bring people in our community to come up here. We started off with Jeannie Looper-Smith, and then we had Antonio Edwards, and then we had Fran Winslow and Juan Carlos. And today I get to bring two people up I adore. I get to bring up my friend, Reverend Tina Miggs, and also Karl. And when I got here, these were the people that surrounded me, said, we got you no matter what do you need in this community. So I see these practitioners as people that are here to serve and love us. And I'm grateful I get to support them, and they get to support me, and we get to have a beautiful conversation, a high conscious conversation, I like to call it. But before we do that, I'm going to show you a video. I'm an Agape practitioner and ordained minister. And we did a video at Agape about what is a practitioner. And again, there are many different orders of practitioners all over the world, and this is just one. So as we shift the stage, I'm going to have you to watch this little video for us. Hey guys, let's run that video back there.
The Agape practitioner is highly trained because they're in a field of activation and transmission, which means it's not just book knowledge, it's a living field that allows them to know God at its core.
That translates as a sacred counselor who gets to know the truth about our client.
The practitioner's work is to reveal the wholeness, the perfection, the beauty, the optimal expression of life that is in every living thing.
A licensed practitioner at Agape simply means that I have devoted my life to practicing the presence of God. I have devoted my life to a way of being, meditating, praying.
We are always anchored in the very truth, and our anchoring and knowing the truth about each other raises the vibration of the client, and it brings each one to know their own wholeness.
They hold your vision for you sometimes better than you can hold it for yourself.
You know, you can't do it all by yourself, and so it's important that we begin to let it out, get it off our chest, begin to speak, begin to hear ourselves.
Practitioners have a way of really getting to the truth inside you. I've been to many other modalities, therapists, and all sorts of different ways to find out more of me. I think the practitioners really have a way of asking the key questions to get right to the heart of what's going on.
Even practitioners work with a practitioner.
Working with a practitioner is something I started doing right off the bat when I first entered Agape, and I wouldn't stop that practice for anything in the world.
When you see a practitioner, it's all about letting go and letting God.
Some people come for crisis mode. Some people come because they want to elevate their own life. They want to move the paradigm in which they've been living in. So what better way than to see a practitioner?
You can find an Agape practitioner by visiting the website agapepractitioners.com. You can, with a practitioner online, you can use Zoom or Skype to be able to have sessions with a practitioner, whether you're halfway around the world or whether you live on the other side of the hill and you don't want to drive into town.
I find that this work is really the next level of counseling and therapy.
I dare say that in the future, everyone will have some kind of spiritual therapist, so they're not repeating the same issues their parents had. They're able to be free to anchor success on the planet and in their life.
I would suggest everybody find someone who you can confide in and pray with and laugh with and dance with and just know that somebody's always got your back. That's your practitioner.
Yes, that is your practitioner. Once again, let's give our practitioners who are here I call it like crossing over. It's not like that you've died, but you have died. You're crossing over into your new life, so welcome. And we have 2 practitioners up here. And first of all, I'm going to read a little bit of their bio because they gave me very long bios, so I had to condense it a bit. First of all, Reverend Tina Miggs, just love you. Reverend Tina Miggs is a minister, a wife, a teacher, a counselor, a writer, a fitness coach, and a healer. Reverend Tina graduated from the University of Tampa with a BA in psychology in 1999, and after working in the field for a year, decided not to continue her psychology education. There was something else missing for her in philosophy and versus the application of the teaching in real time and real healing. Reverend Tina discovered the Agape International Spiritual Center in LA in 2006, around the same time we got there together. Within a few months, started volunteering, taking classes. Reverend Tina has been an Agape spiritual practitioner since 2011. The ministry she has chosen to take part of, and that's part of what we do, we serve in ministry, is education. So let me tell you a little bit about Tina and I. We actually met. I was facilitating one of your classes, or we were in class together, and we ended up in ministerial class together, and we just connected in a very deep, healing way. So everyone, this is our own Reverend Tina Miggs. So I always butcher his last name, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to really work hard in this. Gustafson, right?
Gustafson.
Shoot, I did it again. See, it's you. This is our brother Karl. I just call him Brother Karl. Yeah. Brother Karl, yes. So this is really interesting because at age 4.5, he had lived in Jersey, he lived in Puerto Rico, and London, Liberia, and West Africa, and he moved back to Jersey all in 4 years. Wow. And as a child, he contracted a disease that stopped him from running. He used to run everywhere he was in a cast from his waist to his toes, but he was declared and pronounced healed and cured. He found CSL, and he realized about his healing was a little bit deeper than the physical. Karl went to Yale University to study architecture, and you had a summer intern that turned you around to what you really wanted to do. You wanted to be a builder, you wanted to be a designer, and you got here, you met your husband, and you've never looked back. Welcome, everyone. This is our own Karl. Brother Karl's here. I always love to start these Soulful Sundays with that one question. How did you find CSL, or how did you find Science of Mind? So, Reverend Tina, you want to go first? What brought you?
That's a small question. What brought me? I've been searching, I think, my whole life for what these teachings have become for me. From a young age, I just questioned the reality in which I was living, the family dynamic in which I was raised in, this idea of life that society accepted. I never really thought it was the reality of life. Obviously, I didn't have those words as a young child, but I just been searching for a long time. Ultimately, what got me to Science of Mind teachings was I was on my spiritual path, studying on my own, self-help books, just anything I could read that would just answer the questions that I had to life. Obviously, Rev Skip talked about psychology. That was my major because I wanted to figure out what is this thing, right? This science of mind. And that was the only degree I thought that addressed that. So I went into psychology. But it didn't have, to me, what I was looking for. I loved studying it, but then I worked a year in the fields in a psychiatric hospital, and that left an indelible imprint on me, and I just kind of ran the other way, but still was searching. I found The Secret, and my husband and I, we watched The Secret, and we started to implement these practices in our daily life, and we started to see a change. We started to see things happen, and I was like, whoa, something's going on here. I ended up having an interview I was a personal trainer at the time, and I was interviewing with these two gentlemen that were opening. They were ex-NFL players. They were opening up their own gym. I met them in a cigar lounge in Beverly Hills. I was waiting for my fellow friend to show up, so we were in conversation, and The Secret came up. And the gentleman I was interviewing me said, you know, the gentleman from The Secret has a church in Los Angeles. And I was like, no, I had no idea. I didn't get the job, but I found Agape.
That's why you had that interview.
That's why I had the interview, and that's life, right? Those are the ordered things that are weaved into this beautiful experience of life where, you know, in my mind, you know, even maybe back then, I was like, dang, I didn't get that job. But in hindsight, thank you. Thank you for the guidance. And that guidance is always there and has always ushered me through my spiritual path and continues to support and surround me. And I know that truth for all of us, that is available for all of us.
And Karl, you are you got here from a town where I really love. I love Atlanta. I love the ministers. I love the New Thought community that's in Atlanta. Tell us a little bit about your journey finding New Thought in Atlanta.
We lived 3 blocks from the CSL in Atlanta, the Atlanta Church of Religious Science. It's actually where Dr. Chris went and learned, and founded by Kennedy Schultz. And for 15 years, friends had told me an hour ago that it sounded like something that makes sense for me. Finally, someone invited me, and I went. And to hear someone from the pulpit say, you are loved by God despite whatever your sexual orientation is. And I knew that all my life, that I was a creature of God, but I never expected it to hear it from a pulpit. And I've hardly missed a Sunday since. That was 2004. And I was raised in the Episcopal Church. I went all the way through high school, but the only thing I got out of it, I'm an introvert, and I enjoyed the time in church where I could be quiet and no one was talking to me. I wasn't listening. It didn't grab me, but CSL did, and it's changed my life. I've seen it change many other lives. I've never found anything as powerful and as welcoming as this.
Yeah, welcome. You know, one of the things you just mentioned I really adore about the conversations that we had, you know, growing up in a black home, in a Southern Baptist home, the marginalization, we talked about that in our interview, being almost shunned, and hearing that we are loved no matter who we are and what we are, and we are made from love, there's nothing wrong with us. That is the message that healed me. That is the message that healed me, that brought me into this full time. So thank you for sharing that. How important is inclusivity for you throughout the world? How important is that in your mission, in your ministry?
I fought being gay for a long time. In college, I would stand on a mantle in our dorm room to practice what it would be like to commit suicide because I couldn't see. This is the 70s, it was a different time. I couldn't see how I could be a gay man. And as I view it as a gift, and what it has given me is an insight of, the Bible talks about being of this world but not of this world. As a white man, white American man, I can get into most any room I want. But I'm not, if they knew who I really was, I probably wouldn't be invited. So I have used that invitation to expand rights for everyone, that everyone, gay, straight, black, white, whatever faith, whatever disabled, fully abled, everyone is included. And it's so important, it's been so important to me to find that in me and to know that about me. I want everyone to know that, of the inclusion, that's God's love, that's His place, that His life.
Yeah, absolutely. And to you, Reverend Tina, somewhat the same question, because here's the thing I love when we got here together, people would come up to me and going, well, what nationality is Reverend Tina with the locks and her way she dresses? Because we are tattoo brothers and sisters and we show up But this whole idea of our surface and what we look like can stop people from bringing us in. I want you to speak to that.
Wow.
I know, we're going deep today, sis.
Goodness.
We're going deep.
Goodness. Yeah. Wow. I don't even know where to go with that. It's been an interesting journey. It's an interesting journey to walk in this life unapologetically who you are. And it's an interesting journey to also be very sensitive and empathic while you're doing that. So it's been difficult. It's been difficult for me to follow my passion, to follow my own creative desires and expressions through how I look and what I dress and what I wear, and to walk in the world and to feel and to hear and to sense, judgments and opinions. It helps being a bit older. In my younger years, I would probably have cut my hair a long time ago. I probably would have just been like, oh my God, someone doesn't like the way I'm presenting myself, I must change. And, I lived that life for many, 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 many years. I changed myself for others to be comfortable. I changed myself so I could be more lovable. And once I started to love myself, I loved and accepted everybody. And I guess I walk this path, and I have the opportunity. There's a quote, I believe it's from King, as we become ministers or practitioners, we are here to comfort the afflicted, but we're also here to afflict the comforted. Mm-hmm. We're not supposed to be comfortable in this life. Life is about growth.
Yes.
And growth comes, when we're buried deep in the darkness, that's where the seed is planted and we sprout up. So I came from a family, I'm first generation American. I came from a family, my dad is Italian, my mom is Norwegian. I came from a father who was, I guess I'll just say it, a bit racist. And I lived in that household, and I knew that wasn't the way to be in life. So I have always, from a young age, included everyone into my heart, and to find, when I did find Agape, a spiritual center that was inclusive of everything. The community had every religion, every race, every ethnicity, every sexual orientation. It was a beautiful expression of what humanity is. And it is my proudest awareness of being an American is that we are a melting pot, and we are taking everything that is great and glorious and beautiful about each of us individually, and we're creating a collective world. And my dream and vision is and continues to be a world that will and be a safe space for everyone to be the truth of who they are.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So as you see throughout the room, there's stoles everywhere. Stoles. I have like 3 stoles, but this is my prettiest one, so I wore this for this special occasion. We're about to don stoles onto 4 practitioners and other practitioners that have already gone through it. What does a stole mean for you? What does that stole mean for you?
To me, it's a symbol, and to be sure that people know who we are. Working with a practitioner, I've always enjoyed helping people, and I've found nothing like spiritual mind treatment, affirmative prayer, that's as effective of helping someone. To see someone who is in a black hole, can't see their way out at all, and we talk about this as a new thought. If you can give them a new thought, you see their eyes light up, you see their energy blossom, you see the weight off their shoulders, just like that. And so I've been healed, I continue to heal myself, and I want to share that healing. And so I want people, I don't want to hide. Liberace said I didn't wear this hoping no one would notice. So the stole is like that.
Well, speaking of your tie-dye pants, I love your tie-dye pants. I love it. So you got into creating tie-dye pants. Why did you want to create tie-dye pants?
For most of my life, I've felt invisible. At CSL, when I started in Atlanta, at the second retreat, I had always wanted to tie-dye pants because I think men's pants are really boring. So I tie-dyed some pants, and everybody loved them. And so I really wore them as part of my, it was really creative. But what I found is I wasn't invisible, that people were seeing me. They had been seeing me. It was me. Actually, through someone here at CSL, I learned it's not that I'm invisible, I've been hiding. So
Wow.
this is a way for me, it morphed from just fun pants to really something of, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here.
Yes, you are. You are. It's beautiful. Rev Tina, what does that stole mean for you?
Yeah, for me, it is a declaration as well as Karl was just talking about. You know, I am here for God. I'm here for God. You know, when I decided to join the ministerial program, my husband, Juan Carlos, I wouldn't say he was resistant, but maybe he was a little. Maybe a little. It might have taken some convincing to say that, like, I've dedicated my life to God. And I had a, come to Jesus moment talk with him one day, and I literally said, that my first relationship is with the divine. My second relationship is with myself. My third relationship is with my husband.
So I tried that a while ago, and we broke up the next day. So I tried the same thing. Seriously, at the time I was engaged, and I said the same exact thing, and I did not get away with it. It's like, well, okay, anyway.
It takes a strong person to stand and
Juan
stay in that
Carlos.
relationship
Yes.
that knows that.
Exactly. Yeah. It always touches my heart to see love in action. And I look around here, I see couples everywhere. I see love in action. And that's what we're here to do, to celebrate this love. And I watch the two of you, and you guys are just love in action, man. Love in action. So, final question. Not a hard one at all. But what do you want people to remember you by in this movement, this New Thought movement? What do you want people to remember you by?
By how I treated them. Is that on?
Just click in. Oh. Give him your mic.
Maya Angelou says you're remembered by how you treat people. And so I want people to come away from any interaction with me knowing that they were seen and that they were heard and that they were loved.
Beautiful. Thank you. Rev Tina, what do you want people to remember you by? One thing you want people to remember you by in this movement, this New Thought movement?
One thing. We're honoring our new practitioners today. So for me, a core value of being a practitioner, I don't know what he's saying. A core value of being a practitioner is holding the space for another individual, the sacred space, and seeing the truth of who they are. And so I want to be remembered for an individual who did that, does that, and is a space and place of love where anyone that comes to me or anyone that shows up in my prayers can, in that space of love and seeing the truth, can start to recognize the truth of who they are.
Thank you, everyone. Stand up, y'all. Stand up. Everyone, please give Brother Karl and Rev Tina some love. Thank you so much. This is our family, y'all. This is family. People we love. Family. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for all you do. We love you. We love you. So we're going to move into our ceremony because we have some anxious practitioners waiting to get their stole today. So we're going to move the chairs out of the way. I'm going to bring Fran up, and John, y'all are taking over the stage right now, and we're going to celebrate our new practitioners.
Well, we talked about the feeling of wearing the stole. I'm going to give you the history of what it means to wear the stole. The stole is an outer symbol of the inner commitment that we make to ourselves as religious science practitioners. In Native American history and Kabbalistic tradition, we see the shawl was a symbol of coming home into the arms of Earth Mother and being wrapped in her nurturing love. Each person who takes the shawl comes into alignment, and it becomes one's prayer shawl. It is a symbol that represents acknowledging the beauty in each unique expression of creation. Wearing the stole, we acknowledge our personal commitment to universal truth. The stole represents a mantle of divine spiritual lightness, which calls us again and again into communion with Spirit each time we wear it. On the right panel is our Science of Mind symbol, showing the transcendent nature of Spirit, which moves through any obstacles or challenges in our lives and brings into our lives only the good, the true, and the beautiful. Blessed practitioners. Our blessing to you, I'm getting a little emotional, is that as you wear your stole, you only know peace, joy, love, and laughter. And may you give those same gifts to all whom you touch. You also carry the clarity, love, and strength of a great philosophy, a rich and fulfilling faith, and a success-producing way of life, which we call Science of Mind and Spirit. And at this time, I'd like to have John Rossetti come up to the platform. John has now acquired practitioner emeritus status. Acquiring, get away from me, you powerful being, you. Acquiring emeritus status means that John has been a practitioner for 20 years. John will be receiving his certificate of acknowledgement from the Home Office of Centers for Spiritual Living. But today, the Prac Corps wanted to honor John with these beautiful tiger eye mala beads, so he can work up to 60 sets of them. The mala beads represent strength, self-confidence, balance, and harmony, which are all things that John represents, and so much more. John, you've touched the lives of so many people, and probably more than you even know. So we celebrate you on your 20 years. Thank you, John.
Thank you all, and thank you, Fran, and thank you, Reverend Skip. Okay, at this time, I will read the name of each student, and Reverend Skip will place your stole on you. After you receive your stole, Reverend Hobbit will present to you your certificate and your rose. We ask that you please hold your applause until the student's stole is placed, and then we will cheer for them at the end. Thank you. The first name, Patricia Handley Johnson. Congratulations. The next name, Russell Johansson. Todd Maznicki. And lastly, Julie Sprecher.
So I'm going to ask, let me turn my microphone so you can hear me. I'm going to ask everyone to come on, move over a little bit closer here. I'm going to invite the whole entire practitioner corps to come up on stage now. Where's the whole practitioner corps? We're going to rededicate ourselves as a practitioner corps to CSL for the life we've said yes to. We stand with you. We're grateful with you. And we're going to rededicate ourselves to this life of prayer, meditation, of holding space. We have a big practice. Look at the practitioner corps. Give your practitioner corps some love. Wow. Wow. So I'm going to ask you just to simply say, I do, if you're in agreement with these agreements and this covenant. So let's do this. As the practitioners of CSL Fort Lauderdale, do you consecrate yourselves as practitioners of religious science? I do. Love that. Do you dedicate yourself to conform to the codes of ethics of practitioners? I do. Do you dedicate yourself to high calling and to conduct of your office in dignity, integrity, moderation, and sincere devotion? Do you dedicate yourself to behold the divine perfection in all and who you call upon? I do. Do you dedicate yourself to practice solely the techniques of science, spiritual mind healing as set forth as the Science of Mind textbook? I do. Okay, good. Do you dedicate yourself to a constant recognition of the one spirit within all people, regardless of race, faith, circumstance in life? All right, good. Do you dedicate yourself to hold it inviolate and confidence and identify for those who come to you with help unless you receive their explicit permission to do otherwise? Good. Do you dedicate yourself to the discipline of regular faithful prayer and greater enlightenment, and understanding that you may expand the expression of your life in the loving service of God? I do. Last but not least, in the words of the master healer and teacher, know the truth and the truth shall set you free. And now you know the truth. Reveal it to all who seek so that too may be free. And beloved, now you are, let me say that again. Beloved, now you are we, the sons of the daughters of God. Blessings, everyone. Thank you. Everyone, this is our practitioner 4 right here. Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you. Love you. Congratulations. Welcome. Welcome. Congratulations. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Congratulations. All right. Can you get this to Wow. A little overwhelmed here and grateful. So this is a time that we go into our sacred giving, and we know the sustainability of our community requires our 3 T's: your time, your talents, and your treasure. With your time, that is sacred service, and we believe that we're a community of sacred service, and we need you to serve here. There are different ways that you can be of service through ushering, through our youth ministry, to whatever you need to do, we need to serve, we will be here and we'll give you the opportunity to serve. And with your talents, I know that there are hidden talents within all of you that you're ready to explode and give forth. And then our treasures, this is a time that we pass the basket here. We pass the basket so that we give from a place of love and we shall receive from a place of love. So will all our ushers come on up? Ushers, come on up. Ushers, come up. Come up, Eric. Come on, come on. Thank you. We're going to pass the basket here that you may give so we can continue to make sure that our doors stay open, make sure that we pay our bills and do all the things that we need. And we kind of figured this out, the Board of Trustees, and we're roughly right now in between like $45 or $50 a Sunday per seat to maintain what we're doing here. So we thank you. We thank all of our TPL members. Thank you for continuing to give. Please give. And that's the way you can give on a regular basis and not even think about it. And you get that blessing all the way through. So we thank you, TPL members. And you at home, guess what? Don't miss your blessing. Go to our website, cslftl.org, hit the give button, and you can receive your blessing as well. All right, let's go within. So we just give thanks for this moment here. We give thanks for all the monies that are coming through the door. May it be through our website. May it be through cash, credit, whatever it is being transmuted into the presence of sustainability. We know that all needs are met in God. Therefore, this is a demonstration of life, of love, and we create a community that works for everyone. We create a community that people can find true home and love. We give thanks, and we simply allow it to be, and so it is. Amen.
The blank page before you. Open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. Yeah. Great tradition. Sometimes my tries are outside the light. We've been conditioned. But I can't feel that way. Staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the go. Come on. Staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibition. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Touch yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Touch yourself with words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Lord have mercy. Y'all, it's good. Y'all amazing. So, we do have limited tickets for today. So we have like space for 65 people, and I think we're very close to selling out. If you want more of Reflections, you want more of Antonio and Maylene, make sure you get your tickets today, yo. And it's going to help us to celebrate and to talk about and to continue to make sure these doors stay open to have a home for everyone to come here. So thank you so much. I love that song because it is us inviting us to be a co-creator of our own life. Our book is still unwritten, and what we choose to write is up to us. This is why I love that we start our service with meditation, and we end with meditation. So right now I'm going to ask you just to go within. We're going to take a moment here to be mindful. And I love this Sunday because we get to tap within our own heart. What is the Spirit of God calling forth in you? What is your unwritten story? Is it becoming a practitioner or a minister? Is it a way that you can be of service? What is the story that you are writing here and now? Because it is you. You have a choice. You are not a victim to this life. This life is being done as you. So as we go into meditation, we cultivate this question. What is seeking to emerge? What is seeking to emerge in and as my life? What is the book that is unwritten that I am willing to write today? So we take a moment to breathe, to be still, and to connect with the divine. So how good it is to steal away, even if it's just a moment, a breath. How good it is to stop, to be still, to remember to connect. Connect with the big R, the big reality. How good it is just to stop to breathe, and to remember that we are co-creating our life with the divine. And I give thanks. And let us seal the deal with one Om. Let's take a deep breath in. Big exhale. Community together. Let's Om. Inhale. And so it is. We have a lot of different things we do here at CSL, so I'm just going to highlight a few things. Don't forget, you still have time to get your tickets for our brunch today. Kirby's class, Entrepreneur, the Entrepreneur, along with Fran. Please sign up. It starts in September. Also, Saturday, if you have kids or the youth department, Sunday, I think it's Saturday the 9th, bring them in, and they can celebrate along with Christina, another one of our singers here. I'm very excited. We have not been announcing this yet, but our own Judith Phelps and Pat Johnson is doing From Whence We Came. It's a class about the history of CSL and Ernest Holmes. It's a very important class for you to know where we came from and where we're going. The other thing I want to say is I'm so grateful to say this. We have 6 spots left for Thailand. We're filling up Thailand. We're going, and we're going to celebrate. If you want to really dive deep into a different way of life and slowing down and going off and being of service, join us. We have 6 spots left. I hope you're going to grab one of them. All right, y'all, so let's stand up. We have an affirmation, and you're probably sitting on it. So I want you to take this affirmation and repeat after me line by line with enthusiasm. Here we go. Today I inhale love and exhale joy. Say it now. Wow, my breath is the manifestation of my spirit. And so it is. All right, let's remember this together. There's only but one life. There's one presence, and that is the divine presence of God. This presence is the divine intelligence that is expanding more of itself as me, as each and every person here. There is no spot that this love is not. Therefore, we are the emanation of love. So I give thanks for this gathering, this community gathering of a family that is dedicated to their own growth, so that we may walk out of these doors and we may shine our light, and people will know that there is something different, and we can just say it's the presence of God. So I give thanks, and I simply allow this to be, and so it is. Amen. At home, we're going to be here next week, same time, 10:30. And right now, I want everyone to stay in here and sing our final song. This is My Wish. Hey. Hey. Maylisha. Come on, Maylisha. Come on, Maylisha. This is my wish for the world. And peace will find its way to every boy and girl. This is the time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Thank you for taking part in today's live stream. Your participation means so much to us. Remember, there's several ways to give. Click on the donate button here on Facebook or donate at our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL, where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find details on our webpage, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL, Center for Spiritual Living. Our brand new app is available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, and that's Florida. Stay in touch, and thank you again for participating in our live stream. We'll see you soon.